Ken Wilshire's found a good reason to visit Chattanooga. You might say that finding new destinations is our bread and butter, and well, Ken took that literally. He found a spot that he calls the best thing since sliced bread.
It's one of the oldest prepared foods in the world, dating back some 30,000 years. This savory staple has hundreds of names, shapes, sizes, and tastes, but it's all simply called bread. Actually, many believe it was created by mistake when a prehistoric floury mixture was placed next to heat or fire. No matter what, the rest truly is history. This is what's always intrigued Chattanooga baker John Sweet. It's inspired him to create Niedlov's Breadworks on Main Street.
I had an idea. I spent a year as an exchange student in Germany in high school, and I think the seeds were planted there for being a baker. It was always interesting to me. Bakeries are very accessible. Bakeries are very prevalent over there in an urban setting. There's literally one on every corner. And so with a hunch that I might enjoy it, I got a summer job working in a bakery at Zingerman's Bakehouse in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And that summer just fell in love with artisan bread and knew that I wanted to be a bread maker.
In its purest form, artisan bread only has 3 or 4 basic ingredients, and at a place called Niedlov's, the KISS factor for keeping it simple is embraced with tender, need-loving care in every loaf they bake.
Most of our breads are flour, water, salt. Some of them have yeast, some of them have honey, some have eggs, maybe a little bit of oil, but generally real short ingredient lists is kind of how we try to keep things as healthy as possible. We specialize in naturally leavened whole grain bread, so we believe that whole grain bread is the best type of bread. We also believe that naturally leavened breads are the best type of breads for your body. They're much easier to digest and process. But with that being our specialty, not everyone wants a whole wheat sourdough loaf. So we do different variations. Our Chattanooga sourdough is our most popular bread, and it's great. It's similar to San Francisco sourdough, but just not quite as sour. But it's the same type of process, no commercial yeast. And it's a very long process. But ends up being almost a 24-hour day from start to finish. But it's a long process, and we really believe with the artisan bread that slower rising times, longer fermentation times make a better product in the end.
You have to agree there's just nothing much more pleasing to one's senses, nor more alluring than the smell of freshly baked breads. Once guests are drawn into this quaint bakery, there's another world of foods awaiting them inside.
We don't have anything on our ingredient labels that you can't pronounce, and that absolutely holds true for our sandwiches, the soups that we make. We really try to make everything from scratch as possible. So our chicken salad, for example, we purchase the hormone-free natural chickens. We roast them in-house. We pull the chicken for our chicken salad, and then we'll stock the bones to be the base for many of our homemade soups. So we really, as with the bread, in our sandwiches and lunch program, try to keep everything as from scratch as possible.
In the Niedlov business environment, you won't find a lot of movers and shakers. There are mixers and shapers and bakers. In fact, employees say they're really encouraged to loaf around. I mean, lots of loafing, several thousand a day.
We've always taken pride in being a business that if you want to know more about us, if you want to know more about how your product was made, we would love to tell you about it. So our version of corporate transparency are those big glass windows behind the counter, so that if you care enough, you can stand there and watch the bakers make your bread with their hands. You can watch Aaron pulling the bread out of the oven, putting the cuts in the loaves. At the end of the day, it's all about how the bread tastes, looks, and functions for our customers and their families. But there's a lot more to our product than just how good it tastes.
While John is certainly the proud breadwinner in this family-owned business, the Breadworks has been the winner of several prestigious awards, such as the Tennessee Small Business of the Year.
You know, we were there, I think, kind of representing Main Street types of businesses, and I think we do that pretty well. We are on Main Street after all, and we're a brick and mortar type of a business, and we always will be. And so it's great to be chosen as a model of those types of businesses. We appreciate the honors, but we try not to hang our hats on that stuff. We try to hang our hats on families that enjoy using our bread, customers that enjoy stopping in for coffee and pastry in the morning. Those are the things that are the most meaningful to us.
Like bread is called the staff of life, Niedlov's Breadworks has certainly been a social and economic staple to Chattanooga. It's a gathering place to not only provide unique foods for the community, but to give sustenance and life to a growing downtown development.
There's a lot of things that we do, not to mention just the nature of our business. You know, you can see all the folks in here stopping in on their way to work, or the families that live in the neighborhoods here. So we like being the heart of the neighborhood in some sense, and a gathering place, and a place for all walks of life and all types of people to come in and enjoy the many things that we have to offer.